Right. Ladies and gentlemen, as we draw to the close the Queenstown portion of the 9th edition of the Michael Hill International Violin Competition, I just want to recall the 4 days of an absolute violin feast that we've had. And I don't know about you, but I think I ate too much. I'm feeling quite sated, and like probably a liver cleansing diet is in my near future. I'll have to turn off all violin sound for a couple of hours, I think. So we've had the remarkable 16 quarterfinalists with us, playing 32 concerts. And we know that you're winners because you made it this far, and you've given us so much pleasure with 32 completely individual performances, some of the same repertoire. So it's been absolutely delightful. It's really kind of hard to believe that we're only halfway through the whole event, but from tomorrow, all of the judges and the competitors and most of you will be flying up to Auckland and undertaking professional development workshops, going to master classes, visiting schools, performing chamber music, and then ultimately Saturday night, the finals. So, I know there are some important announcements to make, but before we do that, I have some very special thank yous to make. And if any of you were here this morning listening to Andrew Beer in his Insider's Guide, he referred to 2 unsung heroes. And I wish I could think of the perfect anthem and we could all break into song right now, but we can't. So I'm going to ask Lady Christine Hill to join me. And to the 2 elegant Trojans that played together hundreds of thousands of notes, can we please thank you gratefully, John Liu and Sarah Watkins. To the really interesting and insightful violinists that led us through the Insider's Guide, Stephen Larson, Andrew Beer, wonderful thanks to Alexander Lomenko, our New Zealand Development Prize winner, who at 9:30 had to play all the grueling bits of Paganini for people, and Gary Leahy. Yeah, thank you, Alex. And Gary Leahy, who taught us about the bow. Thank you for bringing your insights to this. To the gentlemen who looked after the violins and the pianos, a special thanks to Dick Panting, our luthier, and our 2 piano technicians, Wietse Hoekstra and Brad McClure. Thank you for that. And I'd really like to acknowledge the dream team that makes everything happen here in Queenstown, some of which will be coming to Auckland too. So the marvelous Mel Weeks, who makes sure everybody knows what they're doing. To Kate Speedy and Ruby Imlach and the Queenstown Resort College students who have kept us fed and comfortable the whole weekend. Thank you so much, Kate. You're a star. Let's not forget Jenny Coleman, who shepherded us gracefully and somewhat a little bit forcefully to make sure we were in the seats at the right time. Wonderful shepherding. To our fantastic backstage, Mandy Horan and Justine Cormack. Thank you for making that all run smoothly. And to our broadcast and communications crew, they're quiet, but man, are they talented and very skillful. We've got up in the booth Adrian, Andy, and Chris, And tying it all together backstage square, we've got Siobhan and Amber doing all of the media and the communications, and the very artful Sheena Haywood behind the big jolly lens, taking photos of everything. Now, those of you who have been here before might not appreciate the very important but nuanced improvements to this hall because you can see neither of them. But we're grateful to Queenstown Lakes District Council for undertaking a serious exercise in the dingy downstairs to soundproof the rehearsal room. So that was a massive undertaking, assisted by Marshall Day Acoustics to get it just right. And I don't know about you, but I don't think we heard a peep out here, which is the first time we've been able to say that. I'd also like to acknowledge them for bringing high-speed fiber into this building. So long gone are the days when we have to ring up Queenstown and say, we need a really big pipe. Can you find something that we can put all our data through? So it's been huge and transformative for us, but unsung or unsighted for you all. I'd like to take this moment to thank our sponsors, our major sponsors, Michael Hill International, the ANZ Bank, PricewaterhouseCoopers, Kensington Swan, Villa Maria, and newcomers Bailey's. I'd like to thank all of the competitor sponsors, the prize sponsors, and the destination sponsors. And of course, underpinning all of that is the huge generosity of the Hill family. Host families, you are marvelous. You are much more than a warm bed and a warm meal. You are tour guides, your friends, your confidants, your concierges, and you are a family away from these guys' families. So thank you for giving experiences of a lifetime. I believe, So-Yen, you went bungee jumping, you crazy nut. We have the pictures to prove it. So thank you, all of you wonderful host families. And to the audience, well, yeah. To the faithful audience, many of whom have driven hundreds of kilometers or have flown over oceans, you've sat here, taken your notes, compared them. Somebody, I believe, has knit a couple of sweaters while we've been sitting here. But we want to thank you for your support. It's great to see the numbers increasing. Now, I'm going to ask the judges to come to the stage, please. Dum, dum, dum. Can we start, please? You're in the dark, so I can't see you. Odong Suk Kang from Korea. Krzysztof Wegzin from Poland. Pamela Frank from the US of A. Dean Olding, Australia. Ilya Gringolds from Russia. Silvia Marcovici from Romania. And Vesa Matilapanen from Finland, but he's a Kiwi now. And in his quiet and elegant manner, Robin Congreve, who's been chairing this marvelous jury, is now going to come with a few announcements.
On behalf of these wonderful judges, the winner of the best performance of a New Zealand commissioned work, the prize kindly donated by Jenny Gibbs, the winner is competitor number 10, Olga Olga from the Czech Republic. That was my Warren Beatty moment. the 6 competitors advancing to the semi-finals are announced in order of their appearance in the competition, and no relevance to their order. Competitor number 8, Sumina Studer. Sumina is from Switzerland. Competitor number 9, Iona Cristina Goitia. Competitor number 10, Olga, again, from the Czech Republic. Competitor number 13, Kunwa Lee from South Korea. Competitor number 14, Benjamin Baker from New Zealand. And competitor number 15, Luke Hsu from the United States of America.
Okay, so what now is that the competitors who are not playing in the 3rd round are warmly encouraged to step into the supper room here, where for an hour you can speed date and get some feedback from your wonderful judges here, who are prepared to spend some time with you and give you some instant feedback. For those of you who are with us on stage, don't move yet, but judges, just stay put for a second while we get some lovely photos of you. I want to thank our audience who's been following us online. Let's see, our wizards told us that we've got 5,317 live stream people already, nearly that much on YouTube, and a ridiculously big number of page views on the website that I'll have to decipher when I can see it a little bit better. Audience, please continue to follow us as we move north. You can do that, of course, by coming, buying a ticket, being there in person to watch all the progress. Come to the master classes, they're open to the public. Follow it on the live stream if you can't make it to Auckland, and by all means, vote for your competitor of your choice, because it could be any one of these, not just the ones that are in the 3rd round or the finals. So please stay engaged. Send your love from wherever you're coming. And drive safely. I know a lot of you have had to head back into the cold already, so please be safe on the roads, and we'll see you in Auckland. Good night. Stay